Greetings everyone, Rusty Albertson, Director of Communications at St. Mark Catholic Evangelist Church. We want to welcome everybody today, a special guest today, Mrs. Jen Kocher.
Hello,
Jen, how are you?
I'm great.
All right, Jen is our principal here at St. Mark, and I want to get a chance to let her introduce herself first and then hear some of the good things that are going on at school. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, as you know, I'm new to this role. I'm filling very big shoes that you left for me. But I come from 15 years in Catholic education, from Roncalli to St. Jude to here. Primarily I've been in the role of a math teacher until I got to this spot. But I fell in love with Catholic education as a cheerleading coach, is when I first saw the community and what all we have to offer. The Catholic education system, the Archdiocese, it's wonderful, powerful, beautiful system for educating our children. I love it. I love being a part of it. And I'm excited for this new role within our education system.
Awesome. Tell us a little bit about your family. I know that family is obviously important to all of us. Tell us a little bit about your family.
Oh, my family's the bomb. So my husband, Andy, he is a childhood of our Catholic school system, St. Roch and then Roncalli. He also is very involved still, especially through our kids and through our parish. But we're parishioners at St. Jude, where our kids are going to school. Mm-hmm. So our kids are Charlie and Ruth. Charlie's in 5th grade. He's very much about basketball, but is playing football and loves it too.
Awesome.
Our daughter Ruth is in 4th grade. Ruth is all about the theater and any opportunity to be on stage.
Awesome.
She's not afraid of the limelight.
Awesome. Very good.
Yeah.
Well, take yourself back to a year ago from now. You were happily teaching at St. Jude math. Mm-hmm. Probably didn't even know at this point this position was open, but anyway, go fast forward to a year. Tell us a little how your life's changed in the good and even some challenges you've had with this.
Sure. Well, it's been wonderful. A year ago, in addition to teaching math at St. Jude, was still working on my master's degree, and I was getting the license and the education I need to be in this new role. Mm-hmm. So my evenings were very busy with studying and attending classes at UND.
Right.
And still keeping up with Charlie and Ruth's sports and our home life. Mm-hmm. And so personally, some of the nice changes that have come is I get to dedicate all my professional time to St. Mark. Mm-hmm. And then my evenings I get to dedicate to my family.
Right. It's a good balance. That's a neat thing to do.
It's wonderful. So in that way, we've really felt that change and the ability to spend time together in the evenings more.
Right.
Now they're very busy evenings. I mean, kickball, football, gymnastics, and dance, and
right.
all the.
It's good
places.
busyness, though.
It's a great busyness.
Yeah. So you have a new family come to St. Mark, and they're looking at St. Mark, and I always tell people there's lots of great choices in this area for school. Perry Townships have good school. Mm-hmm. The local Catholic schools around us are all very good. Mm-hmm. What's one of the selling points? What's one of the things, the niche, I guess, that would make a family that you would recommend? This is why we would want you to come to St. Mark. This is what we would have to offer you.
Well, you could answer that question extremely well also, but I would say it's our diversity. I mean, we have all the amazing characteristics of a good, strong Catholic church and school. We're a very thriving parish. Thanks in large part to you, the growth here is amazing. But the diversity is really our defining characteristic. Right. It's beautiful and it's wonderful, and it's been an awesome learning curve for me, getting to know the new culture of some of our different students and families. Right. I haven't even really, I feel like, scratched the surface on what all I want to learn and all the families I want to get to know.
Yeah, and you probably have a couple other things going on as well with that. So I know that prioritization, I know that when you come in to a school new, as a teacher, as an administrator, as a layperson, I mean, the first thing you want to do is kind of get the lay of the land, which I thought you did a great job of this summer in coming in and meeting all the staff and coming in early in June and getting things started. And I think as you go now, I know that when I talk to other principals in the South Deanery and across the state, their biggest thing is that they want to learn their staff, learn their students, and see what motivates them and makes them tick. And I think that you've done a great job with that. I would say that the construction part that we're going through this year, while it's a little bit on hold now, it'll start to ramp up.
Yeah.
What's some challenges, obviously, has that posed for you and the staff?
There certainly are challenges with that, and I remind them all the time it's going to be worth it.
Exactly.
So the challenges are, my focuses right now have been primarily around safety and security and ensuring, our top priority is with all the extra construction and the visitors that brings, ensuring that we know who's on our campus,
Right.
who's around our children, and that they are people that we entrust to be
Sure.
on the property
Yeah.
while our children are here. So we're really working hard at the safety and the security side of it. That's the biggest challenge.
And even being on the corner of 31 and Edgewood without construction, there's a lot of traffic and a lot of people that just like to stop in sometimes. So
There are. I've learned that already. It's interesting, but we're working to. We've had an assessment done from the IMPD on what we can do to improve our
Awesome.
security around the area. We've invited the fire department to be involved in our next fire drill, so that they can advise us as we change logistically certain entrances closing. What do we do to make sure we get out safely? How do we change our evacuation plans? So we're looking at all those different aspects and making sure we've tried to be as proactive as we can.
And while you hope none of that ever happens, you sure want to be prepared in case it does.
I don't want to be caught blindsided
Right.
and not be ready.
Right, especially on that issue. When you look at Catholic schools, different than public schools, you look at obviously at academics, you look at social and emotional health of your students and your staff. But I think the main thing, the focus of most Catholic schools, and ours in particular, and again, I think you've carried this over very well, is the faith aspect. Tell us a little bit about maybe your first all-school mass you came to, maybe some faith-related things that you guys are doing this year, and just how that affects the students and the staff and yourself.
Sure. Well, we've identified this as a year of growth. It's growth in our faith, growth in our learning, growth in our campus. So we've developed a theme, Growing Grace. With all of those awesome opportunities come the challenges. And we thought it would be an awesome reminder to keep grace with each other as we endure the challenges. The theme has been very well implemented, but the students have really embraced it, and they're excited about it. They have the opportunity, so the teachers created flowers that are all on display in the hallway. They did the stem in the center, and they cut petals of those flowers for each of their students. The students then have the opportunity to earn their petal. And when they earn their petal, they get to come meet me. Awesome. And that's my positive way to get to meet each and
awesome.
every single student in the building. We gave it the first month to kind of get familiar with the theme, and we just unfolded the petal earning opportunity this week. And we've had our first 3 students earn that petal, and they get a Growing Grace sticker and a pencil when they do that. But it's those special moments that I'm loving about this, and I can't wait to meet all 514 of our Lions as they earn their petals and literally watch our school grow in the graceful acts that they're
awesome.
doing.
Yeah, and I think that with the growth of the school in the recent years comes its own logistical headaches, which you feel those of construction or not. I think that Father Tim, who we haven't talked too much about in this episode, we talk about him a lot, has been a great facilitator, is a great visionary priest, is kind of looking ahead on things, and I know that he has in his mind, some things that we can do to help alleviate some of that, and as you get more and more into this, you're going to be able to see that as well firsthand. Give a little bit of maybe some background knowledge for people again. When you look at Catholic schools in general, you're looking at the faith component, but a lot of times people think the academics kind of tails off because we're teaching so much of the faith. Tell us the balance of that within the classroom.
I don't think at all that it's a faith versus the rest of academics. It's ingrained. It works together. The theme of Growing in Grace is an example. That's ingrained in everything we do. So we're asking students to think about how they're treating others all the time throughout the day. Yes, religion is one of their course requirements, but it's right next to math and reading and science and all the core subjects. So I really, we're hitting all the bases.
The one of the things that I've been most impressed with in this school is the support staff. The instructional assistants are interventionists, which interventionists are part of our teaching staff. But give it a little bit of maybe a shout out, not individually, but as a group, the importance of your IAs and so forth.
I've been blown away watching, being here all summer and getting to know everyone. The first day of school was one of the most exciting days I've ever had, watching it all come to life. But that support staff is a big part of that. Yeah. And the ability for each teacher to have an instructional aide and most teachers, a full-time instructional aide at their access, the one-on-one that gives more opportunity for between the teachers and the students, that's amazing in itself. But we've also we have a new social worker this year who's strong. She's wonderful. She's meeting with kids. She's going into classrooms. That's an additional support that we've added. Sure. That I know we've had off and on in the past, but we're very excited.
Your special ed team as well that you have here?
The special ed team is strong, and then the English language learner team and their interventionist, I mean, they're able to provide support. There shouldn't be a student in our building that's not getting their needs met.
I know as a principal, I used to almost, and I think you're the same way, when you go to those meetings, you almost feel embarrassed to tell what staff that you have because others don't have that. And we're very blessed to have a parish and a priest and a community that supports that, because without that, it'd be pretty tough.
It is, and another blessing that comes to mind when you say that, there's a teacher shortage. And it's real. There are a lot of schools functioning with missing staff members right now. And I try to keep my head down and not tell too many people, but I mean, we started the year with a full staff and have even been able to add some additional support staff since the year started. So the size and the impact and the blessings we have here are really big.
Absolutely. Well, we've enjoyed talking with you today. I know you're a busy person, having done that job for a couple of years, and I know that it's something that our parents or our parishioners get a chance to see you firsthand. The more that you're here, I know that they'll get to know you more. But we're blessed to have you here.
Thanks.
We hope that from here on out, God watches over the school and continues it on its growth, not only in its academics and size, but in our faith. So thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for inviting me.
All right. You guys have a good day. Peace to everybody.